What is the most beloved prayer of Catholics? Wouldn't it be the Rosary? Do you know much about the Rosary? Unlike other prayers, we pray the Rosary while moving from one bead to the next, to Our Lady, with Our Lady, to God. We recite the prayer as we continue meditating the mysteries. The Rosary is a pretty complicated and quite special prayer in a way. Today, let us take a look at the Rosary. Counting 1 Our Father, 10 Hail Marys, 1 Glory Be as a section of the Rosary, the prayer is dedicated with the Our Lady to God while meditating on the major events of the life of Jesus. The Rosary is repetitive and straightforward, but meaningful as it is a summary of the whole Gospel. First, the name Rosary originated from the Latin language rosarium, which means a bouquet of roses. During the times of Roman persecution, the believers were dragged into the Colosseum. They were wearing a chaplet of roses on their heads when the lions devoured them. Then those who avoided persecution buried the dead secretly, putting rose chaplets all together and saying prayers for each. Some believe the Rosary is originated from there. Besides, the Desert Fathers, considered as the founding fathers of the Christian monks, gave the Lord's Prayer or sang Psalms 50, 100, or 150 every day. They used woven pebbles or grains to count when they pray. Some find the origin of the Rosary from here. Rosary became related to Our Lady from the 12th century, that Angelus spread, and the veneration of the Virgin Mary deepened. The believers began to give Hail Mary instead of saying Our Father 50 or 100 times. It was in the 15th century that the Rosary had settled into its present form. Blessed Alain de la Roche, a Dominican priest, established the Rosary by dividing into joyful mysteries, sorrowful mysteries, and the glorious mysteries. The form spread out, and the traditional 15 sets of the Rosary became settled down. Pope Pius V, known as the Pope of the Rosary, revised the Rosary into the form of 1 Our Father, 10 Hail Marys, and 1 Glory Be for each set of mysteries. As the Pope also made each mystery to give on a different day, the Rosary got its form today. Lately, Saint Pope John Paul II added the luminous mysteries along with the 3 to meditate over the entire life of Christ. It concerns 5 important events in the public life of Jesus. By saying the Rosary, we meditate over the entire life of Jesus, starting with the nativity of Jesus, the childhood, the public life, in which he declares the joy of salvation with his words and acts, suffering, sacrifice, and the crucifixion for humanity's salvation, along with the glorious victory of the resurrection. Therefore, the Rosary is a summary of the Gospel. Also, the Rosary is the prayer dedicated to God while gazing upon Jesus with Our Lady. The literal meaning of gazing upon Jesus reveals that the Rosary is a contemplative prayer which meditates on the life of Jesus Christ. We learn Christ, the way and the truth and the life, by remembering the wondrous mystery of salvation Christ fulfilled, following the virtue of Our Lady. We endeavor to imitate Christ with the Virgin Mary and make our earnest pleading to Christ through the intercession of Our Lady as well. Furthermore, we also proclaim Christ by praying the Rosary personally or with a group. So it is essential to meditate each of the mysteries properly when we pray the Rosary. When we pray the first joyful mystery, let us meditate over the Virgin Mary's conception of Jesus. We should concentrate our attention on contemplating the mystery that the Virgin Mary conceives Jesus while we were saying Our Father and Hail Mary. Then, How can we pray the Rosary? First, hold the crucifix of the Rosary beads, kiss the feet of Jesus, make the sign of the cross, and say the Apostles' Creed. Then, say the Our Father on the first bead, and pray 3 Hail Marys on the following 3 beads. On the next bead, pray the Glory Be by bowing your head. Then, please choose one of the mysteries between joyful, luminous, sorrowful, and glorious. Recite the one and say the Our Father. Move the next 10 beads while saying 10 Hail Marys, and then meditate the one mystery you chose. On the next bead, pray the Glory Be and O my Jesus, the prayer requested by Our Lady at Fatima, and finish the first decade. Continuously recite the second mystery, say 1 Our Father and 10 Hail Marys while meditating the context of the second mystery, and then finish the second decade by saying the Glory Be and O my Jesus. Pray the same on the third, fourth, and fifth decade. After saying the Glory Be and O my Jesus on the final 5th decade, pray the Hail Holy Queen, kiss the crucifix, and then finish the Rosary by making a sign of the cross. Pray for different mysteries each day. Please pray the joyful mysteries regarding the Nativity and the childhood of Jesus on Monday and Saturday. Pray the sorrowful mysteries regarding the suffering and the crucifixion of Jesus on Tuesday and Friday. You can pray the glorious mysteries regarding the resurrection of Jesus, the Pentecost, and the Ascension on Wednesday and Sunday. Pray the luminous mysteries regarding the public life of Jesus on Thursday. So here, we have explored the characteristics, origin, and way of praying of the Rosary. We hope you have gained more momentum to pray the Rosary.